Thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Have you ever found yourself staying up way too late to finish a project that you've been overly worried about from the beginning? But every second you try to work on it, you're either dozing off or completely knocked out. Hey, Ron. Wake up. You need to finish editing this video. It's supposed to go live tomorrow. Come on. You're wasting so much time. Wake up. Okay. Finally.
Okay, I'm up.
Or how about this? Maybe you're worried your friends and family will judge you because you chose to live with less. So instead of decluttering, you collect in hopes those you care about believe you when you say, I have everything I need. Or what about this? Maybe you've spent your time in quarantine as an opportunity to dream about life and the future you see for yourself. But you're worried, unsure if this dream is worth chasing. See, I want to talk to you about how worrying too much is ruining your life, because I get it. All three of these scenarios I painted for you have been me at one point. And to this day, I still consider myself somewhat of a certified overthinker, but I digress. Here's how worrying too much is ruining your life, with a hint of personal experience from yours truly. Hey, babe.
Hey, perfect timing.
Hey.
I just got in the car.
Oh, perfect. How was your day?
It was good. It was really busy though.
Yeah, hopefully there's no traffic today like it was yesterday.
I know, I hope not. Yesterday was bad.
I know. You mind if I keep you busy?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Cool. So you remember a couple days ago when I told you I had this dream about my business and growing my business with integrity and all these things I want to do? You remember that? I told you about that?
Yep, I remember. I told you to go for it.
I know, but I guess kind of like today, I'm starting to feel really worried and nervous, and I don't know, maybe it's just the human side of me, so I'm trying not to overthink it, but I'm just really worried for some reason. Now, this is the perfect segue into the first idea I want to share with you. A telltale sign that your worrying is ruining your life is if you're always scanning your life for a future threat. Okay, what does that mean? Well, if you're constantly scanning your life for a future threat, then that means you've already made up your mind that something is going to go wrong, that something or someone is out to get you and ruin your future plans. Now, if this way of thinking is baked into your mind, then you're going to worry more because essentially you're just waiting for that threat to happen. Now, personally, I haven't been one to scan for future threats, but I have been worried or at the very least nervous about the outcome of the future, particularly my own future in regards to personal and professional goals I have. We've talked about this idea of having a fear of failure here on the channel before. And while this is a very real feeling many of us deal with, I have a new one for you. Fear of the future. We're worried because we can't completely control what's coming. Nervous because we're unsure if our plan and preparation will carry us to the end results we're seeking. Now, a workable fix for this general idea is learning to separate emotion from what's actually happening. Easier said than done, but it works like magic when you can figure it out for you. For me, the trigger that helps me keep the two separate is exercise and writing. Both are super basic ideas in nature, but very powerful tools for me in my life. Just the other day, I was having a conversation with Alexis while I was mentally preparing myself to work out. And at the time, I was really going through a moment of creative worry. And I remember telling her that working out for me, although my training style is simple, truly keeps me sane. That along with writing and creating. And it's funny because I was telling her this as if she didn't already know, but she listened to me rant regardless, and I appreciate that. All right, idea number 2 is when you start to undervalue your ability and potential. This is a big one, and I believe many of us do this without really realizing it. As an example, have you ever worried so much about something that you start to feel insecure and doubtful towards your own ability to figure it out? I have, to be honest, and I'd love for you to comment below and let me know if this is something that you can also relate to as well. Now, without going off on a complete tangent filled with personal stories of my life, I'll share one thing with you that's most relevant to this idea at this current stage in my life. Now, a moment for me where I felt myself start to undervalue my ability and potential because of my excessive worry came at the start of my creative journey. Writing poetry, performing my poems, sharing this piece of me online, and eventually wrapping it all up into a creative business. Throughout this process, I questioned a lot, including my ability to do certain things like creating a website or selling my first book. I mean, talk about worry, my mind was everywhere. How do I publish the book? How do I design the cover? I need an online store. How much inventory do I buy up front? What if no one buys the book? Well, this is that book. And as you can see, I figured it out. I also got better at it the more I did it. But I will say that platforms like Squarespace made it a lot easier for me. I built my first website in 2016, and I also managed to sell and ship a few books as well. Now, if you're not familiar with Squarespace, they're an all-in-one platform that helps you build a beautiful online presence. I'm talking everything from an online store to a portfolio, and I've used it all. Not to mention their best-in-class templates make it super easy to get started. And like I said, Squarespace really made this easier for me. Definitely one less thing to worry about. So if you have a business or a project to share, definitely check out squarespace.com for a free trial. And then when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Ronald L. Banks to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. All of those details are linked below. All right. Number 3 is when worrying starts to impede in on your happiness. Now, happiness to me is a core value of ours by default. We all deserve to be happy, and that means we have the right to consume and participate in whatever that thing or ideal is that makes us happy. But just like happiness, worry is a default emotion in some instances that we carry with us as well. And what I mean by that is it's natural to worry. As humans with emotions and connections, we worry, and that's okay. It becomes an issue, however, when that worry starts to impede in on your happiness. Now, how do we prevent this, or what do we do if this starts to happen? It's not easy, but we have to learn to treat situations like this as if it's a bad habit, because it is. And like any bad habit, excessive worry that negatively impacts our happiness can be broken. We do this by pouring our energy into healthy habits that diminishes our stress level and worry. Things like meditation, walking, exercising, journaling, talking and laughing with someone you love. See, the goal here is to be human, of course, because it's okay to be human and have emotions, but you should never worry at the expense of your happiness. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, comment below and let me know which part resonated most with you. Also, don't forget to give it a thumbs up for me. If you're new here, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. Consider hitting that subscribe button down below so you can join this community and grow with all of us here. Always remember to stay true to you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.